Hi, it's John Cunningham with Anita Wildash for this latest edition of Market Minutes from Cunningham's. Anita, you've had an incredible career progression the last few years. Can you pinpoint that down to anything in particular that you're doing in the market right now?
John, thank you very much. I work at an awesome company and I've got a great mentor, but I think what's giving me real traction in the market over the last few years was how I've developed an ability to work really well with buyers, pinpointing those buyers, especially A-grade ones, and when I meet them, discovering what it is they're looking for when they come through my property, and then finding that and matching them with that property.
Yes, it's interesting, isn't it, when you look at where buyers sit at the moment. So critical for sellers that they have an agent who's really looking after and understanding buyers.
Absolutely. It's even more about having a psychology strategy at the moment than a sales strategy, because once you get to know those buyers, look, the reality is you can't sell a property without a buyer. So once you get to know them and know what they're looking for and be able to connect them to that property, you've opened the key to negotiation, because you know what it is that they want, what it is that they need, and it's about finding that property and locking them in.
And you've had some particularly exceptional high-end sales, and you're finding in that environment you're actually thriving. And it's no longer about just having a location-driven thing, it's about actually understanding buyers and being able to fit what you're doing into the locations that they're after.
Oh, absolutely. I think the strategies actually transcend suburbs. Like, I don't pigeonhole myself into one suburb in particular, John. I sell from Manly to Freshwater, Curl, Queenscliff. I've got some amazing results for vendors across all of those suburbs. Recently, I had one in Curl, 5 Ellen Street. I had some vendors, they didn't even know they were vendors. They weren't coming to the market, but I had a buyer and someone I would call a really A-grade buyer, and I knew what they were looking for because I took the time to discover that and get to know them, and this property was going to be perfect. So the vendors had enough trust in me to allow me to come in, show the buyer that property, and we got a deal done that ended up in a suburb record that was a couple $1 million above the previous benchmark. So everyone was thrilled with that, and I really absolutely love working on deals like that.
And that's really important, isn't it? When you start to look at the fact that people are talking about a change market, they're talking about things that are shifting, but A-grade buyers and A-grade properties are always going to match up, aren't they?
Absolutely, and they're always there. The A-grade buyers, I have my radar on for them all the time. They're people that are finance ready, they're ready to go. Most of them don't even need finance in some circumstances. It's just about finding the right property, and they're not always on market, those properties. So Cunningham's does that really well. The on the quiet strategy, probably 25% of our properties are sold that way. That's an incredible amount considering the volume that we sell that aren't hitting the market. But another little thing that I love doing is what I spoke about, is finding not only things that are on the quiet, but they're not even considering selling. Like that is a thrill.
And that's creating sales, isn't it?
Absolutely, yeah.
So look, I think the key takeaways from there is that the opportunity in choosing the best agent for the job is more about their creativity,
absolutely,
seeing opportunities and actually putting the whole deal together, and that transcends any market.
Yeah, it's literally like a bespoke deal, and that's what I love. Like, you've got to know your vendor and know what's going to make them sell. You've got to get to know the buyer, what's going to make them act, and then it's just literally negotiation, always transparent with me, lots of clarity. No one is like not knowing what's going on, and buyers really appreciate that too.
Absolutely. So thanks, Anita. And I think when you are looking for someone to really guide you on that journey, make sure you end up with the right outcome. Anita, working together with James Hayward, are absolutely kicking goals right now. So thanks again. Look forward to the next session of Market Minutes.